All right, so this is after the second coat of Plasti Dip, and I will say that the first coat took a lot more paint, as it normally does. I feel like I got a nice layer of a second coat on, didn't use that much paint. I'm going to go ahead and let this dry for 30 minutes, then I'm going to come back and put the rest of the can on, a third light coat, and then I'm going to go ahead and peel the tape and stuff off while the paint's wet, so none of the paint binds to the tape. And yeah, let it dry overnight and we'll see. All right, guys, here's the back door on the Jeep after 3 coats or 1 entire can of Plasti Dip. Now, that was 1 heavy coat because it took a lot to cover up this yellow. And then it was 2 light coats on top of that, 30 minutes in between. No prep work besides just making sure it's clean. You can see the old yellow paint was starting to peel in these spots around. I did tape this off, so the threads are still good. I just haven't pulled the tape out there yet. I taped some of this off, got a little on it, but it just peels off really easy. I taped this off. It came out pretty good. Well, I taped these off. They came out pretty good, too, only because one of these bolts is stripped out, and I could not take it off. So, yeah, I love this Plasti Dip camo color. So it's called camo. It's a tan. It's one of the 3 or 4 colors that they use to make the camo. They have a green, a black, and a tan, and maybe something else. But, yeah, I think I'm going to do the whole Jeep in this color. Nothing against the yellow. It's just not for me. It doesn't make me happy to look at. I've been really into the earth tones, so. The single can on Amazon was $20. I just ordered a pack of 6 for $40, so that's way more cost effective. I think it'll probably cost me probably a couple $100 in Plasti Dip to do this right. All the yellow I can at 3 or 4 coats. So I will keep you guys posted. I'm going to let this set up till tomorrow, kind of see what it looks like after it's finally set up, and kind of go from there. Yeah, so the only thing that I really worried about Plasti Dip in this was I was worried the Plasti Dip would be a super matte finish, and I really wanted to be able to wash this Jeep and have it shine a little bit. This yellow is really old, but it still does have some nice gloss on the hood, and it will shine in the sun and in the lights in the garage and stuff. I didn't want to lose that factor, but honestly, this isn't as matte and textured as I thought. I don't mind this. I don't think I would need to do any of the hardener or the gloss that you can spray on top of this Plasti Dip. I think I just like this color how it is, guys. So I'm going to run with this for a few days or weeks, make sure I like the color. Wait for the next shipment of Plasti Dip to arrive, and then I will start really taping off, doing some masking, get the whole Jeep clean, and start doing the rest of the Jeep. All right, guys, now it's the next day. So this Plasti Dip is set with 1 heavy coat to cover the yellow, 2 light coats after that, 30 minutes in between, and it's set all night and most of the morning, and I love it. This is the Plasti Dip camo, right out of the aerosol can, and it's a tan, but depending on how you look at it, it almost looks gray at times, which is perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. I wanted to get rid of this yellow. So, and if we ever decide we hate it, we can peel it right off. I've been told it peels off easier the thicker you lay it on. So I probably will, depending on what I have left. I'll do some more coats. It's not perfect, but I like this look. I did 0 prep work just to test out if I'd even like the color. Yeah, if I really wanted a nice finish, I would just go back, sand this, and do it. But I kind of like this rugged look. It's not that I want it to be a show Jeep and be perfect and nice. I just don't want it yellow. I'm just not a yellow guy. Sorry, Suzuki. Anyway. All right, Jeep people and Plasti Dip people, I got some questions for you. Here's the spot. We fixed the spot in the body, and I got to sand that down. But this thing's about ready for Plasti Dip. My question is, if I have a spot that I would need to stop in, or if I have a spot that's not quite ready for dip, or just to know, say I wanted a Plasti Dip to right here and stop here, could I then spray this the next day or a day later? And would these two bond upright, and would it look okay? I assume they would bond upright as long as you had the same level of coats and you overlapped it. But I just don't know. I've never seen it done, so I'm going to start back here on the back, so all of this is the same color. And what I'll probably do is stop in this crease and then try to do this whole section at once and stop right here. And we'll go from there, I guess. I'm not really worried about it. If it doesn't come out right, we'll peel it off. I got some cleaning to do. There's a little dirt under the soft top, but I'm excited. We got 12 cans of tan PLASTI dip. It should be delivered any minute, guys. All right, you guys know that we approved of the PLASTI dip camo tan color. So it's time to go ahead and get the body fixed. Mason's expert body fabrication specialist. We're going to fix this rust hole. And first we got to start by taking this fender flare off. And after we get that hole fixed, I'm going to wash the Jeep this weekend, get it clean, and we'll just go ahead and dip the rest of this Jeep. Problem is, this color PLASTI dip is impossible to find locally. I went to Walmart, Advance, AutoZone, checked Home Depot and Lowe's today. You can find the blacks, the whites. I even found reds, grays, but you cannot find this tan here locally, so I had to order a case of it, and it's cheaper that way anyway, so we got to wait till that comes in, and we'll start masking everything off and taking off what we can easily. We'll have to put it inside and remove the top, and we'll go ahead and blast everything. I've also went back and forth on these hinges as far as PLASTI dip as I wait for UPS to get here. At first I taped these off, and then I thought, maybe I'll just hit the whole hinge and just see what it looks like. And I kind of get the same with the door handle. I can just hit the whole thing, and then I'll take an X-Acto and go around this and see what it looks like. If I don't like the look, well, then I can still just peel the PLASTI dip off. Definitely wanted to mask off the keyhole. Don't want to get stuff in there. But yeah, just go back and forth. When I painted the back, I had actually taped off the hinges, but they need painted as well. And I kind of think all the color, everything just color matched would probably look pretty cool anyway. So, I don't know. I'll probably hit this side and just paint over it, see what it looks like. If I don't like it, I'll peel it off and mask off for the next. Guys, this is an old-fashioned rattle can hack job, and I love it. That's right. When you have $3,800 vehicles, you can experiment with fun rattle can hack jobs. Don't worry about this yet. It's only coat 1. But on the back, it's already starting to look a lot better. Got a couple coats over here. So we'll continue on. All right, guys, making progress on the PLASTI dip. This is going to take longer than I thought for sure. So we're pretty much done here on the back. We've got our final coats on. Just waiting for them to dry. It's about 4 coats. You can kind of see what that looks like. And we've got about 3.5 coats on the side right here. You see there's still some light spots. I'm going to hit this again. And then we just got our first coats up here. As you can see the yellow showing through. And we're just kind of lightly have hit this area up here just to get something started. These fenders are in really bad shape. They're rusted out, and then they've been covered with some kind of like rubberized coating. However, funds have dried up for the time being, so we're going to hold off on replacing these fenders. Just coat them so it doesn't look horrible, and then as soon as funds allow, we're going to get some new fenders. That will be next on the list. As far as the other side, kind of the same over here. We've got pretty much our final coats on this side. Might hit the door one more time. Going to see what it looks like in the morning. And now we have to start, we start hitting this a little bit. Now we have to start taping up. I'm going to have to remove these KC lights and the antenna and tape up the windshield and all that stuff to go much further. Just slows it down a little bit. I'll probably have to cover up the soft top and all that. So slowing down as we get towards the front. And then I think the most time-consuming part will be the grill, because that is going to have to be removed with the winch, the bumper, and all the winch cables and stuff. There's just no way to get down in there to spray it with it on. So pop the hood and get that grill off and spray it with it off. Haven't decided if I'm going to just spray these inserts or take them out and put them back in after I'm done. Still up in the air on that, but we are making progress, and it does make me happy to see this tan color over the yellow, so that's all that matters, right? So everything's got one coat on it except for the hood, this area up here. Kind of waiting for this to dry and get some more coats on it so I can put the KC lights back up mounted and then hit the hood. If you're wondering how many cans this has taken so far, most of the side here and the back has 4 coats on it now. So this took 8 cans of PLASTI Dip Camo to get this far.